I want to first give Mike and American credit the way they started the game. It wasn't. I'm telling you, we were ready to play. We were. They just executed extremely well in the half court, and we tried to play them in some half court basketball, and we struggled. We struggled guarding them, and they controlled the tempo. I thought in the second half when we picked up the tempo some. That helped us a lot, but I just think you give them a lot of credit coming in here with a good game plan, and Mike's got a good young team, and he does a really good job, and they kind of won the battle of the first half, and we won the battle of the second half big. That was about the game.
What adjustments did you make after that slow start you guys had?
Well, like I said, it wasn't that we were that slow. They were pretty good. They were getting us on backdoor cuts, and we tried to prepare for that. When you play teams like that, you can never simulate it as well as they do it, and they got us on it early. They controlled the tempo early, but we made some poor decisions early, And you play against a team like that that plays a real tight pack line defense. We don't play that way. It just took us some time to adjust to it. Really, it wasn't any great adjustments. It was just getting used to their style of play.
Usually, first game after finals can be a little sloppy. Were you happy with the way you guys came out today?
I really was. I thought, as I said, I know we were ready. We had a great practice yesterday, which was really the first. It was the last day of finals, and really good preparation today. We weren't great, but they were good early. But I think we have the ability to stick with it, not panic, and I just thought we got used to their style, and then we played well after that.
You're ready for Big East now?
Yeah, definitely. I think these guys can use a little break right now after finals and 12 games. They'll get a good 3-day break, and then we'll get back to work, and it's kind of like a new season. We always separate the season in 3 categories: this preseason, then the league season, and then the postseason, the tournaments.
Jay, you said in the past that you always kind of judge season success on how well you play in the Big East. Does that change when you have a national championship?
It's a good question, Danny. What I always try to say to you guys is I judge where our program is by what we do in the Big East. If we're at the top of the Big East, then I think our program's in good shape. That's what I do. The season is judged a lot of different ways, but in terms of where our program is, it always is where we are, amongst our peers. And if we're competing for regular season championships, competing for Big East tournament championships, I'm good. Whatever comes after that, I'll let you guys evaluate that. So right now, good.
Any idea when you might get Phil back and how tough will it be getting him?
We don't. It's one of those things where we can't progress to the next step until he is pain-free. And the last time we had him go out and do a workout, he had pain in his knee. So we're in that rest period. When he comes back, we're going to try to get him in shape a little bit, a couple days, and work him out. See if we can get pain-free. If we get pain-free, then we can start on the process of getting him back.
How tough to incorporate him into everything after half a season or whatever it's going to be?
Well, because he's an upperclassman and he's such a versatile player, he would be easy. I would be very pleased to have that challenge of fitting Phil Booth back into this. I think he would do it really easily.
Would it help you cut down on some of the minutes some of the other guys are going to have?
Definitely, yeah. It would. There's no doubt it would help us. I thought the minutes, the way we had them tonight, were good. If we can do that more, the more Dante gets minutes, the better Dante plays, the better Eric plays. That really helps us.
Johnny, in that second half, when they committed how many fouls, did it help you establish a bit of control, getting to the?
Yeah, it did. And it's one of the things we wanted to do in the second half. We kind of got away from that a little bit in the first half. We wanted to get Josh and Chris in the post a little bit. And the first possession, we got them in there twice, got fouls. We didn't score on that possession, but it was a good start to the half.
Josh, how would you evaluate that first segment and your anticipation going into the East?
Obviously, we're pleased with the preseason. the biggest aspect of that, not just for the record, because we feel like we're progressing. We feel like we're getting better day by day. So now got a good 3-day span, rest our bodies, and go right into a tough DePaul team. So I think we're ready for the Big East season, but we got to just keep getting better. Can't get complacent with being 12-0 right now.
Josh, what is it about this team's ability to kind of grind teams down, especially in games like this?
Yeah, I would say facing challenges. Coach challenged us at the beginning of the game. We didn't come out. The 3 seniors, especially myself, didn't come out and set the tone early. And he challenged us. First half, we didn't bring it. Then second half, he challenged us again. We had a good talk in the locker room. He just challenged us to play Villanova basketball for 20 minutes in the second half, and I felt like we did that. So now we gotta set the tone early, and that starts with the 3 seniors. Especially myself, I had to set the tone.
Jay, how did you challenge him?
Really, just like you said, you just talk to these guys. Really, there's no yelling. These guys. At halftime, I just said, look, we talked about the difficulty of starting a game like this after being off, and we didn't do a good job. So, it all starts with you 3 seniors, and when you 3 seniors take control of this, everyone falls into place. It was that simple, and they did, and we do. We have 3 great seniors. We really do, and these guys follow them.
You had a couple games earlier this season where you had to grind out wins. Is that good to help you guys go into the Big East play?
Definitely. You love those games. These games are fun too. You can learn from. If you're honest with yourself, you can learn from every game. But those games, that Notre Dame game, even the Western Michigan game, we got ourselves in trouble at Purdue. Those games are good games, and you refer to situations in those games a lot.
Coach, question on American. What were your impressions of Saeed Nelson, the freshman?
Well, he goes to our Augustinian school, so we know what a good player he is. We watched him in high school, and he's tough, man. He's going to be a really good player there. I think Mike's got a really good scheme. I know him well. I know he's a very good coach. I think they've got good young players, and when even Gasparini, he got in foul trouble, but you get a guy like that as a freshman. He's a freshman, right? He's good. They got some good young guys, man. This is going to be a good team.
Josh, you played with Delante on the Kenner League team this summer, right? What's just kind of what was your takeaway playing with him during the summer and then seeing him again tonight and just what he needs to do to become a really good player for them?
Yeah, he definitely got better. He played with Team Takeover. He played with the same AAU program. So I saw him when he was 15, and now he's in college now, and he's getting better. And he's not complacent with where he is. He wants to get better. And from when I saw him in this summer, when I played with him, I could tell how much better he's gotten just in these last couple months. So obviously, someone who's from the DMV, played with Takeover. Proud of him. Want to keep seeing what he's doing and want him to keep getting better. And I know he will.
Eric, Eric doesn't look like it, but is it taking you any time at all to adjust to game action? Take you any time?
Yeah, physically a little bit, but I'm just playing with these dudes. It makes it a lot easier just knowing that they have my back and I have theirs. And playing Villanova basketball is like for 40 minutes is what I want to do. So adjusting to it isn't the hardest thing. It's just making sure I do all the little things on the court.
Jake, can you talk about McCollum, what he gives you in the game, just all around?
Well, he's so versatile. He can guard guards, he can guard forwards, he hits threes, he drives, he plays the top of our press. He's just a really complete basketball player, and he's learning how to be a starter at this level. It's what Eric's talking about. It's what Josh is talking about. To be a starter at this level, you got to play every minute, and you got to play hard, and you got to play a lot of minutes, and that's hard to do. That's what Eric's referring to. Eric's coming in and doing a great job of giving us, like tonight he played 20 minutes. he knows, if he starts getting tired, rather than slipping defensively or getting lazy, he'll just give us a fist. That's what he's adjusting to. And I think it's going to be a short period of time where he can play 25, 28 minutes at that level. And that's what McHale's starting to do now for us. He would come off the bench last year like Eric is this year. And now McHale's given us 28, 30 minutes of really hard basketball and smart basketball. I'm really proud of him. He had 4 assists tonight, no turnovers. He's just a really good basketball player.
Josh, whatever you thought it would be like, teams coming after you as national team, you talked before the season that we're used to it. Has it been what you expected, or is it more intense and more?
I think it's been what we expected. We know the position that we're in. We know we're going to get the team's best shot. Coach reminds us every day. When he sees us, slipping for a second, he's on us. He wants us to continue to get better. So it's something that we knew, something that we know it comes with the territory. And whenever we slip, like I said, coach gets on us. We get on each other. We hold each other accountable. So it's really what we expected, and I'm just kind of pleased with how we handled that.
Jay, before the season started, you were curious, how long do you think it'll take you guys to get over the national championship? Do you think you guys have gotten over it so far?
Yeah, I'm really pleased with that part of it. I'm really pleased with their humility and their drive to get better. But it's a daily thing. We got to keep doing it. And the more you win, the more it's a challenge to stay hungry. It's not easy. It's actually probably harder to stay hungry than it is to be humble. This game can humble you easily, but this first half can humble you. But you got to stay hungry to keep getting better, and I've really been proud of these guys. That's where our seniors have been great.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas, everybody.